Hey guys, welcome to Griffo's Retro Gaming, and wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? So, I've got a week off this week. I'm going to York and Scarborough like I normally do. It's my birthday week, so I'll be putting some videos up from them two places. I've got a GoPro now, so I can film from here and have my hands free instead of using a camera on my phone and only having one hand, so makes things a bit easier. There'll be a lot more footage from the actual places, which I know a lot of people like, so I'll just throw that in. And I think it's 3 months worth of gaming pickups here, so I won't dwell on a lot of it. I will just go through it, but yeah, again, I've picked up some amazing stuff, and I've picked up stuff that I don't normally get as well. So there's a lot of DS and 3DS. Obviously, I love them at the minute. Xbox, but I've picked up a Vita game and a PlayStation 1 game. So yeah, plenty to look forward to. But I'm going to go straight in with some. I've been looking for some cases for some loose 3DS games, and there was a guy on one of the Facebook groups selling some, quite a lot actually, and I managed to pick up the 3 cases that I needed for my loose games. So the first one was Sonic Generations. 2 Sonics, 2 ways to play, so you can do it the good old-fashioned way or the new way. I don't know why that'd be a thing, but there you go. Resident Evil Revelations, and what a game this is on the 3DS. It looks fantastic. It's also out on the Vita, which I haven't played as yet. I should, at this point, just say that I have modded my Vita, or got it remodded, and there's a few issues with it. And I've also bought a multi-cart, which I'll go into in a bit, but on the modded Vita, it's just fantastic. It really is. But yes, I'm yet to play it on the Vita, but for the 3DS, it's fantastic. And the last one was Sims 3, which, yeah, my daughter likes it. I've never actually played it on the, well, I don't think I've played Sims since the first one actually, so I maybe should give it a go. And on the 3DS, should be all right. Be able to use your stylus to move things about. Okay, so I've hit Music Magpie pretty hard in the last couple of months. I say pretty hard. I've got 5 games here, but all of them were absolute bargains. I'll start with the first one, which actually wasn't an absolute bargain, but it's still £1 cheaper than CEX if you factor in the postage cost. But of course, you don't know how it's going to come from Music Magpie, just like with CEX, so of course it's a gamble. But it's an uncommon game. I wouldn't say it's overly rare, but it's definitely uncommon, and it is Dinotopia. And it looks like a 3D action game in a land of dinosaurs, like you'd probably expect, and all complete in lovely condition, so I'm delighted with that. I think CEX sell it for a £5. This was like £5.98, but like I say, you've got a £1.95, if it is still that anyway, £1.95 delivery charge from CEX, so yeah, technically saved £1 and managed to get a decent copy. Delighted with it. So next up is Mario versus Donkey Kong 2, March of the Minis, and I have got the first one. These are fantastic puzzle games. A bit like Lemmings, if you're not used or if you're not familiar with this, and you've just got to help your little Marios along and avoid the hazards, things like that. But so much fun. And I think this was under a £5. It goes for around £8, but there's a few like wrinkles from slight water or damp damage, but other than that, it's in pretty decent nick, barring the sticker from game. Or as Gernaldinho says, game as a tactic with a sticker. Bloody do, don't they? The next three are in wonderful condition, and the first one was Sonic Classic Collection, which I think is £10 in CEX. And again, I got this for under a fiver from Music Magpie. And it's just Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic and Knuckles, but for the DS, and they run really well. As you'd expect, anyway. I mean, at that point, beautiful condition manual. Yeah, at that point, emulation had become a thing anyway. You could play a decent Sonic game on the PC, and what else could you... Could maybe have modded the PSP at that point. I'm not sure when that came out, but yeah, the Sonic games for the Game Boy Advance were okay as well. And the next two are Call of Duty games. So I've got Call of Duty Mobilized and World at War. And Modern Warfare Mobilized, I think it's like the... I'm not great with Call of Duty games, but on the DS they run really well and they play really well. So much fun on them. But I haven't played these as yet. World at War is one that I recently, maybe about a year ago, I recently completed on the 360, and that was a really good game. It's set in Vietnam, so yeah. Or is it? Is it? I seem to think it was anyway, but yeah, because it was all jungly, so I can imagine that being Vietnam. I can't really remember now. Don't know why I rabbit on like this. So something else I can't remember, and it's quite disrespectful, and I apologise, but somebody from the YouTuber group was selling some games, and there's two that I had my eye on. And first one is Theatre Rhythm, which is a Final Fantasy game, but you attack enemies and things to music. A rhythm game, as you would expect, but they can be fun. I'm not overly excited by them, but I'm on a bit of a Final Fantasy collection kick at the minute, so I'm trying to collect the Final Fantasy games. You'll see another one in a bit, or another two actually. So yeah, it was nice to get hold of this one. It's in really nice condition, and something you don't normally see with a 3DS game, a booklet. A slight, I don't know if you can see it, but a slight tear in the plastic there. And the, anyway, it's nothing to worry about. And the other game is Shinobi, which I briefly went on, and it looked amazing. Difficult, but amazing. So I really want to get further into that one. And, oh yeah, who was it? Right, I tell you what, in editing, I'm going to put the name down here, I'm going to put a link to the channel, and all I can do is apologise. But yeah, they sent me some Pokemon cards as well. I've got Thievel, really nice one here, Onyx, I am a first gen, Tropius, Lunatone, which is quite a newish sort of one, I think. Heatran, and Eldegoss. If you can see them anyway. But yeah, always nice to get some Pokemon cards. And yeah, that was it. Like I say, I do apologise to who I bought them off, but I will put a link, and yeah, sorry. So next up then is Smiths, and I went in with my kids, and there was some really good stuff in there, really good prices. A lot of it was sold out, and I've got the receipt here actually. So the first game is one that my son wanted, and he sort of bullied us into it. So it will mainly be in playing it. It's a lot of fun though. It's Goat Simulator 3. And yeah, you just have stupid fun. End up ragdolling and sticking your tongue to things and like a car, and then it just drives you around ragdolling you. It's yeah. But he seems to like the original one. That was $12.99, and this was quite a surprise. So it's the Disney Classic Collection, and I thought they only did Aladdin and Lion King, but the Jungle Book's in on this one as well. Not that it matters so much, but it's nice to have all three, I guess. And for some reason in CEX, I believe they're the same price as just the Lion King and Aladdin one. So that was £8, brand new sealed. Excellent. There's a bit of weight in it as well. I don't know if there's like something in there. Oh, now featuring all the... Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, anyway, for £8, that's a bargain. Oh, right. Next up then, the first one I'll get out of the way. It's off eBay, and I've been playing this on my Vita. You can download PSP games, and I've been really enjoying it. I've never played it before, but it is Puzzle Quest, and this is sealed. It's Italian, but we'll play in English, I think. Not even checked, but yeah, just to have it so I can. But you don't really need to read. It's a puzzle matching game where you match 3 or more, and you attack your enemy with spells and attacks, things like that. And you just got to whittle their energy away. But it's quite complex considering how simplistic you'd think it is, and yeah, a whole lot of fun. If you've not played it, definitely try it. I think if you're into puzzle games and RPGs, it's just the perfect blend. You'll definitely like it. Fantastic. I think I got that. I put an offer in. It was up for £8. I put an offer in of, I think, 4, and they accepted free delivery. So it was either for 4 or 5, but still cheaper than CEX. And I got the multi-cart from AliExpress for the DS, and reason being is there's so many games on the DS that I want to play that I've never played before. And that includes the Dragon Quest games, there's Castlevania games, quite a lot I have got, but I've not played the Harvest Moon games. There's Final Fantasy games that I haven't played. Pokemon Conquest I haven't played, which when I was collecting Pokemon games, it was one of the games I didn't get, and I balked at paying, I think it was £35 I had the chance of getting it for. It's shot up to, if it's not £100 already, it's not far off. So, yeah. Kingdom Hearts. No, I have actually got Kingdom Hearts. It's got all the Final Fantasies on there, and yeah, it's just a fantastic... Okamiden, that's a really expensive game. Fire Emblem, I'm not really into, but that's on there. Expensive again. Phoenix Wright, yeah, so it's got all the Phoenix Wright games, the attorney sort of games, and they command quite a price, so absolute bargain on that. And all the games that I've played are perfect. Absolutely nothing wrong with them. There's no lag or anything. If you want one of these, I highly recommend it. It's a 208 in one. There is some more, but they don't have a lot of quality games. This one, the 208, because I went through them, seems to be the best value for the best mix of games that are shovelware. It's got Kirby games on it as well, I've just seen on the back, so yeah. I think one of them's rather expensive. I can't remember the title of it, but yeah, definitely worth every penny I paid for that. I think it was £14. Wasn't a lot at all. What I mean is, I've got all the games, that's just a backup. But no, seriously, fantastic. I've got 2 Switch games which you can probably guess what they're going to be from the last 3 months, but it was a no-brainer to get Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and I don't know. I mean, I loved the original. I'm finding it hard to get into this, and it's mainly because of the map, which it's got layers to it all on top of each other, and you got to figure out how to get to the other. And too much. I just give me a landscape like the first one where you could explore and not have to worry about certain things. But still, there is other things on there that I like, such as the ability to fuse things together. I've not got too far into it, so I don't know the other powers, but I do know, looking at the back, you can create your own cars and things like that. So yeah, a lot to get stuck into. I just need to get over that initial, like, not liking the map, and I'm sure I'll like it. Whether it's a 10 out of 10 game across the board, I don't think it is, but still, I couldn't not get it. Big Zelda fan. Definitely a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10, no. And across the board, they've been paid for. And the last one from, I think I got this from Asda for 30 quid, but it's Metroid Prime Remastered, and I've not been on it as yet. I've not been on the GameCube version either, so a 3D Metroid game sounds really, really good fun. I have got Metroid Prime Hunters as well for the DS, which I haven't played as yet, but I will do. And from what I've seen, this looks like a really, really good game. So, yeah, happy with them. I'll go on to... So I've got a friend called Mark, and he was selling some Xbox games. There was a big bag of them. He only wanted 20 quid. And there was one game in there which I wanted, which I hadn't got. He hadn't put all the games on there, I don't think. So I was going for... There was a lot of games that I did have, but some that I didn't. And I picked some good games out of it. And the other ones I need to sort through my doubles, because I need to see if the upgrades, and if not, then I'll be probably taking my doubles to one of the gaming markets, next one I'm at. So the game that I did see that I really wanted was Silent Hill Homecoming, and it's not an overly pricey game, but it's roughly 20 quid. So it's nice to get that for... Well, I didn't even give him 20 quid. I bought him breakfast. So thank you very much, Mark. It was more about the meetup anyway, rather than getting the game. So yeah, Silent Hill. Next up is Kingdom Under Fire Circle of Doom, and I've got there's two of them on the original Xbox. I didn't even know there was one on the 360, but yeah, looks a lot of fun. Action RPG sort of game. Blade Storm, the 100 Years War. This looks like, is it 100? Yeah, 100 Years War. This looks like one of those games with tons of enemies on it. I don't know if it's like a strategy. So, oh yeah, real-time action. So it's not like Dynasty Warriors. So no instruction manual with that, but I don't think it's an overly expensive game anyway, but nice to get it in the collection. And another exclusive, which is Ninja Blade. And don't know much about this game at all. I've seen it about, but I've never played it. That is all complete. So, again, I don't think it's overly expensive, but always nice to get in the collection. So, sort of an upgrade here is Assassin's Creed. It's just the first one, but it's in a metal tin. And I've got just the, like this, really. So... nothing really to see there. That's in lovely condition despite the tin. But it's got some think on the back as well there's a number. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. So there was only maybe so many done of it, but there's some prints. If you can't see them, then oh no, it's coming up pretty well. Lovely art prints there. And the first game was alright. Of course, it was new, different. It was when it got to about 3 and beyond that it just got a bit boring in my opinion. There's even an unscratched Xbox Live voucher. So happy to have that. I like a Steelbook special edition type thing, which moves me nicely on to the last one, which is Gears of War 3. And I'll get this out actually, I'll just show you. I think there is a front case missing or something similar, you know, but this is a really interesting collector's edition. So there's a gear there, which is Dr. Adam Phoenix. That's Marcus's dad, isn't it? And there is a code actually printed on here, so I'm going to type that in and see if I can get the goodies. I don't know what would be on that. Is it? Yeah, just that. There's the game. Then there's a flag, which is the Gears logo, and a few other bits in there, like I don't know if it's a birth or death certificate or something, and a picture as well. So yeah, lovely collection. I do like the Gears of War games, even Judgment, and I do actually like Judgment. It's not as good as normal Gears of War, but yeah, nice to have that in the collection. But yeah, like I say, I think something's missing off the top there, but it's still nice to have that. Okay, finally is the CEX pickups, and quite an eclectic mix here, but I'll go through what I have. And the first one is Football Manager 2014, or Football Manager Classic. And the reason I got this is because I've got the Vita modded. I had this years ago when I had my Vita initially, but it's not actually on the store to download. Now I could get the ROM, but I thought no, I'll just, for the £8, I'll just get the game, and it had just come in the Hull store, so I was lucky to pick it up because you don't see it often for some reason. Maybe that is the reason, because you can't download it. So not played it as yet, but I will do. I'll be managing Inter and I'll beat Man City in the Champions League final. So yeah, I remember that being really good, and you could cross-play it to Football Manager 14 on the PC, which I did do, but it was only the classic version on the PC, not the full version. So anyway, it was fun. I'm not going to install Football Manager 14, not when I'm on 22 at the minute, not 23. So yeah, just good to have that. Okay, a game I don't know anything about, but you don't see it all too often, and it is RLH, or Run Like Hell, and it's a third-person shooter. I think it's Aliens. I've not played it as yet. I should have maybe done my research on it, but yeah, lovely condition. Delighted to see it because I don't see it often. The only time I ever see it, £18 as well. The only time I ever see it is in like big bundles, what people are selling, and then they don't want to split. So I have missed out on them, unfortunately. But yeah, looking forward to playing it. Hopefully it's good. And if not, then it's nice just to have it in the collection. So 3 PSP games. And the first one is a compilation. It's Midway Arcade Treasures, which I do have on the Xbox. I think there's 3 of them on there. I have all 3. They're not overly expensive. But on this one, it's got Spy Hunter, Paperboy Defender, and then multiplayer wireless. You can play them all singular, but if you want to play multiplayer, it's got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, Cyberball, Rampart, Gauntlet, Rampage, Tubin, Joust, Clacks, Marble Madness, and a few more. £4, not bad. And 2 RPG games. So going on the Final Fantasy theme, this is one of the games, and it is Final Fantasy 2. I just need 3 now on the PSP. I've got Dissidia and number 4. Was number 3 on it, actually? Can you get number 3? That's a good point, actually. I'll check that. And I have got the first one as well. So these are remakes, and they're really, really nice. The graphics are beautiful. Presentation and everything like that. Absolutely lovely. Mega Man. So, yes, that was Eddie's, which was sealed. I have opened it. I don't know if he'll be upset about that, but wanted to play the damn thing. So, yeah. Nice to have that in a nice condition one as well. Except the manual, which game of bloody attacked again. At the top there. And this one is... it's stunning. The graphics are beautiful in it. And it is that... Popular Croy, maybe? Anyway, it's just like a tactical RPG game, but the graphics on it are just stunning. And I have played it briefly, but I do want to get into it a bit more. I've got Dante's Inferno in there. I need to sort all that out. But yeah, one you don't normally see all too often, but I'll put some footage up. The graphics are just stunning, and yeah, I can't wait to get into it. It says over 30 hours of gameplay as well, so it'll be a long one. And finishing it up with a PlayStation 1 game, and it was a game that I had on release. I got it for my birthday. I say on release, when it came out. I think it did come out around my birthday. And it was one of the first games that I sold, and I sold it on eBay. I don't even know if I got the money for it. I got 15 quid for it, and it was immaculate. Honestly, it was so nice. But yeah, when I saw that the whole store had it, I thought, yeah, because I'm trying to get as many Final Fantasies as I can, I thought I'll go for that. And it is Final Fantasy Anthology, which is Final Fantasy 4, which I'm playing through on the PSP, and Final Fantasy 5, which I think 5 brought in a load of like jobs, roles, things like that for your does it say? No, it doesn't say, does it? But yeah, for your characters, it brought in something like 20 odd different roles or jobs. Number 4, which I'm playing through on the PSP, is brilliant. But yeah, so happy to get this back. And I think there's another Final Fantasy. I think it might be Origins, and that's Final Fantasy 1 and 2, which I want to get as well. So yeah. And that's the purchases for the last 3 months, which really happy with what I've got, especially with the stuff off Mark. It's nice to get the Silent Hill game and the Gears of War 3 collector's pack. That was wonderful. What else? Oh, the multi-cart as well from AliExpress. I wasn't expecting that to be as good as it is, so highly recommend it. And yeah, a few other games I want to play Metroid, and I want to get into Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Is it? I will. I'll get into it. The first game was so good, Breath of the Wild. Probably my favourite Zelda game of all time. I didn't think anything would beat Link to the Past, so just goes to show you, it was so unique. The artwork was amazing, which usually is on a Zelda game, and gameplay was fantastic as well. They've carried that on, of course, into this one. I don't think they were ever going to improve the graphics that much more, really, because of the age of the Switch, but so it does feel a bit more like a DLC, a big DLC, but a DLC all the same. But yeah, wonderful still. So yes, I just want to thank everyone for watching and sticking by me. I've got, like I said earlier, I'm going to go to York and Scarborough, so there'll be 2 videos there. I've got a review to do, and I've got another video that I want to do on a fake game. I say fake because the results surprised me. So look forward to doing that one. That probably won't be a big video, but I have to do a lot of research on it. So I'll have to find all the sources and things like that. But anyway, yeah, rabbiting again. So just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Take care, everyone.